Have you ever noticed how a cold seems to hit harder these days, lingering a little longer than it used to? Maybe it's that scratchy throat that won't quit, or the way a sniffle turns into a week of feeling wiped out. If that sounds familiar, you're not imagining it. Colds and flu can feel like bigger battles as we get into our 60s and beyond. But here's the good news, we're not helpless against them. I'm so glad you're here with me today because we're going to talk about something that can make a real difference: preventing colds and flu in the elderly. This isn't about complicated stuff or things you can't do, it's about simple, everyday steps to keep those bugs at bay and help you feel your best, even when the seasons change. We'll walk through 5 practical ways to stay strong and healthy, and I promise it'll feel like a friendly chat, not a lecture. So, grab a cozy blanket or a warm drink, and let's dive in together. Let's start with something you're already good at but might not think about much: washing your hands. I know, it sounds basic, but it's like the unsung hero of staying well. As we age, our immune system slows down a bit. It's still working hard, but it's not as quick on the draw as it was in our 30s. That means germs from a doorknob, a grocery cart, or even a handshake can stick around longer than we'd like. My friend Helen, who's 68, told me she used to catch every cold going around until she got serious about scrubbing up. She keeps it simple, just a good 20 seconds with soap, especially after she's been out and about. Experts say it's one of the easiest ways to stop viruses like the flu in their tracks, and it doesn't cost a dime. Keep a little bottle of hand sanitizer in your pocket for when you're on the go, and you're already winning half the battle. Now, while we're keeping those hands clean, let's talk about fueling your body to fight off those bugs. Eating right isn't just about feeling full, it's like giving your immune system a toolbox to work with. I think of my neighbor Bill, who's 72. He used to load up on toast and coffee for breakfast, but he'd still end up with a cold every winter. Then he started tossing a handful of berries or a sliced orange into his morning routine, nothing fancy, just a little boost. Experts say foods with vitamin C, like citrus, or zinc, like nuts and seeds, help your body build up its defenses. You don't need to overhaul your whole kitchen, just add a piece of fruit here or a veggie there. Bill swears he's dodged a few sneezes since he started, and it's so easy you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. So, we've got clean hands and good food keeping you strong, but there's another trick up our sleeve: staying warm and cozy. That's where we'll head next, because keeping the chill out can do more for your health than you might think. There's nothing like wrapping up in a soft sweater or snuggling under a blanket to make any day feel better, right? But staying warm isn't just about comfort, it's a real game changer when it comes to keeping colds and flu away. As we get older, our bodies don't regulate temperature quite as well, and getting chilled can give those pesky germs an easier shot at us. My Aunt Clara, who's 70, used to shrug off the cold. She'd head out in just a light jacket, even when the wind was biting. Then she'd spend days coughing and shivering. She started layering up with a scarf and a warm coat, and she says it's like she's built a little fortress against the sniffles. Experts say keeping your core warm helps your immune system stay on its toes, especially in drafty weather. It's not about bundling up like you're trekking the Arctic, just a hat or an extra layer when you're out, and maybe a warm pair of socks at home. It's a small thing, but it keeps you in fighting shape. While we're talking about staying strong, let's ease into something else that keeps your defenses up: getting enough rest. You've probably noticed how a bad night's sleep leaves you dragging, and it's more than just feeling tired, it's like your body's waving a white flag to every germ in the room. My pal Tom, who's 66, used to stay up late watching old movies, then wonder why he caught every bug his grandkids brought home. He started winding down earlier, nothing drastic, just turning off the TV and sipping some chamomile tea, and he's been amazed at how much tougher he feels. Experts say sleep is when your immune system does its best work, rebuilding and gearing up for the next day. Aim for 7 or 8 hours if you can, but even a solid 6 can make a difference if it's restful. It's like giving your body a nightly tune-up to keep those colds at bay. So, we've got warmth keeping you cozy and sleep keeping you sharp, 2 big pieces of the puzzle for dodging those winter woes. But there's another part of this that's all about moving your body, even just a little, and that's where we'll go next because it's amazing how a bit of motion can boost your strength against the flu. You don't have to be running laps or lifting weights to feel good. Sometimes it's the little moves that make the biggest difference, especially when it comes to keeping colds and flu at arm's length. That's our next piece of the puzzle, staying active in a way that fits your life. As we get older, our immune system loves a gentle nudge to keep humming along, and moving your body does just that. My neighbor Ed, who's 73, used to think exercise was for the young folks, until he started taking a 10-minute walk around his yard every morning. He'd shuffle along, wave at the birds, and come back grinning. He told me he hasn't had a cold in months, and he swears it's because he's keeping things flowing. Experts say even light activity, like stretching or a slow stroll, gets your blood pumping and helps your immune cells do their job better. You don't need a gym membership or fancy gear, just a few minutes of swaying to your favorite tune in the living room can wake your body up and keep those germs on the run. Now, while we're keeping things moving, let's talk about one more way to stay ahead of the game, giving your immune system a little extra help when it needs it. I'm thinking of something my friend Margaret, who's 68, swears by. She's all about her yearly flu shot. She used to skip it, figuring she'd tough out whatever came her way, but after a nasty flu knocked her flat a few winters back, she decided to give it a try. She hasn't missed a season since, and she says it's like putting up a shield before the battle even starts. Experts say vaccines like the flu shot are made especially for us over 60, boosting what our bodies might not do as well on their own anymore. It's not about forcing anything, just a quick visit to the doctor or pharmacy, and you're armed with an extra layer of protection. Margaret pairs it with her warm walks and good sleep, and she's been sailing through winter like a champ. So, we've got movement keeping you limber and a vaccine giving you a boost, two simple ways to stack the deck in your favor. But there's one last piece that ties it all together, keeping the air around you clean and kind to your lungs, and that's where we'll head next because it's amazing how much your surroundings can help you stay well.